did you just testify a few moments ago that while your baby was in your hand, you took the gun and shot at these individuals who shot at you?
Oh, I told them I throw that gun in the woods.
Who did you tell that to?
The police, they caught me there that night. And they went to search the woods and they said they couldn't find it.
All right. Did you tell the detective who you were interviewing with that the gun was back at home and that you were going to go get the gun and bring it to them?
Yes, I think I told them that.
Okay.
I told them if they let me go, I'd bring the gun back.
And that specifically, you won't call Gaither and give Gaither the gun?
I don't know if I said that, but I probably did.
Okay. And did you ever give Gaither the gun?
No.
Why not?
Is you crazy?
They asked you for the gun. Why didn't you give it to her?
I knew I was going to get on the gun from the start.
Okay. Did you eventually explain in June of 2015 the reason why you never gave Gaither the gun?
What you mean?
When you were interviewed in June of 2015, did you tell Gaither why you never gave her the gun?
I don't know.
Okay. Did you tell Gaither in June of 2015 that you never gave her the gun because it was Shannon's gun?
What I'm going to do with Shannon's gun?
Okay. Did you recall telling her that?
Ain't no telling. I probably did.
Okay. And that Shannon took the gun with him while he was on tour with Doug?
No, I don't. I tell Gaither anything.
Okay.
Just like I would tell the rest of the police. But as in the truth of what happened was, I hid the gun in the neighbor house. Okay. In their bathroom up under the sink.
So why wouldn't you just tell Gaither that you hid the gun?
Because they're going to lock me up for the gun. I ain't supposed to have it.
Okay. But you had already told her in January 2015 that you had a whole chopper. You didn't get arrested for having a chopper. So why would you get arrested for having this gun when you were protecting yourself from being shot at?
Because they don't matter what I tell them. They know I had guns, but it's what they catch me with.
Okay. And didn't Gaither and the detective who interviewed you the night that you were shot at told you that you wouldn't get in trouble, they just need the gun?
Yeah, but only a fool go for it.
Okay. Now, when you were talking to the detective back in this February 20th interview, do you recall him asking you questions about Tay and where Tay was from?
Which Tay?
The Tay that you initially said shot at your car.
Oh, I don't recall.
Shot at you and Deshaun.
I don't recall.
And that Deshaun actually told the police that he's either from Mechanicsville or he's from Simpson Road.
Deshaun ain't tell them nothing.
Okay. And matter of fact, Deshaun, when they asked him how old is Tay, Deshaun told them
overruled because I think it's as to what. Let me hear the rest of the question.
Sure. During this entire,
how's he supposed to know this?
Because he's present in the room when she's telling him.
All right, I'm going to overrule it.
In this same interview, Deshaun was able to tell the detective that this individual by the name of Tay was about 20 years old.
I don't recall Deshaun saying nothing to the police other than she ducked down.
And that matter of fact, you actually told the detectives that you used to hang out with this Tay before he shot at you.
I tell the detectives anything to get him up off me.
And specifically told him that you and him used to play basketball at Carver at Carver High School, the two of you used to play basketball on the basketball court at Carver?
I don't recall.
Ms. Hylton, we're gonna need to, I mean, it doesn't have to be right this minute, but pick a stopping point sometime in the next 20 minutes or so.
Okay. Thank you, Your Honor. You said earlier that you weren't concerned about being labeled a snitch. Is that fair to say?
Say that again?
Earlier, a few moments ago, you said you weren't concerned about being labeled a snitch. Is that fair to say?
I wasn't.
You was not.
What you mean?
That you didn't have any concerns being labeled a snitch. Is that correct?
I don't get what you asking.
Back in 2015, were you concerned about people labeling you a snitch?
I was concerned about the safety of my family, so that's my mindset back then.
I'm asking you, were you concerned about being labeled a snitch?
A snitch is someone who tell the truth to the police.
Okay, so were you concerned about being labeled a snitch?
I was concerned about getting those who wrong me and the people I care about.
In the same February interview, did you tell Detective Curry, I went down here and I talked to her. Now everybody, excuse me, let me start back. Did you tell Detective Curry during this interview, how could I survive this? How could I survive this? I can't go anywhere if I don't have money. Because Gaither called my phone when I was in front of Young Thug. She wanted me to talk. She wanted me to come down and talk. You feel me? Everybody there, everybody right there. You feel me? That's what I did. I left, went down here and talked to her. Now, everybody look at me like I'm a snitch now. It's just like I can't get no money. You know, I was just getting money by just doing nothing. Hey man, I need to borrow this right here, just hanging around going for the mall. He paid for everything for me. And now they think I'm a snitch.
First of all, I was breaking in the stove, so I'm always get me some money. That's what I'm gonna do. So what I told the investigators is just anything. I keep telling you that. You know what I mean? Like,
okay. So my question to you is, were you concerned back then about being labeled a snitch?
I was playing the victim card. I keep telling you that. It was about being labeled a snitch, because if I was concerned about being labeled a snitch, I would never even try to finesse my way out of no situation, because even lying to the police, y'all to put it in there as in this and then third. I know anything that I say to a police officer, they're going to go into a police report anyway. So it's self-explanatory. I only cared about getting myself out of situations to protect my family. That's it.
And is that why you're changing your testimony here today?
I'm not changing my... I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Because you're concerned about being labeled a snitch?
Ms. Hylton, the damn word called me a snitch. You think I'm only concerned about telling the truth today? I don't know what nobody else did, but I do know that I have lied on people, and I don't want that on my conscience. So today I'm sitting here telling you the truth. I told you the truth before y'all called me in this trial. I told y'all I have made it up. I told y'all that. I wasn't going to say anything about nothing to hurt my friend. My friend was strict. I was only protecting him.
So when you told the detectives about what happened the night of Donovan Thomas's murder, were you protecting Threat?
Yes, I was going to keep Threat name out of it as much as possible.
Did Threat have something to do with Donovan Thomas's murder?
I don't know what Threat got something to do with it, but I know that there was the last person I gave that car to.
What car?
The car, the Infiniti car. And I wasn't going to say nothing about it.
What Infiniti car did you give to Threat?
The Infiniti car that I had.
Okay. Is this the same car that you went to the rental car place with Thug and Thug rented the Infiniti?
I'm talking about the gray Infiniti car that me and Zachary was riding in. I wrecked the car, put up on Threat, gave the car to Threat, and I left.
Okay. Is this the same Infinity that you told police that you went to the Hertz rental car place with Thug when he rented the Infinity?
I just told you that I gave Threat that car.
Ms.
I don't know.
Copeland, that's not what she asked, so listen to what she asked and then answer that as best you can.
You're saying you gave Threat that Infinity. Is that what you're saying?
Hold on 1 second. Y'all just confused me. What you say, Yana?
Well, I wanted Ms. Hylton to ask the question clearly and you listen to it and answer it. So ask the question you asked him a minute ago if that's what you want the answer to.
The Infinity that you're talking about, is that the Infinity that you went to the Atlanta airport with Thug when he rented the Infinity?
What you asking?
You're talking about an Infinity that you gave to Threat, correct?
Right.
The Infinity that you're referring to, is that the Infinity that you went to the Atlanta airport with Thug when he rented the Infinity?
Yes.
Okay. And that was the car that Thug rented, correct?
I asked him to rent me a car, and I rented the car, and I gave the car to Threat.
When did you give the car to Threat?
That same night I rented it. The night before that happened.
Before what happened?
The same night it happened. I can't remember. I gave the car to Threat, and I left.
Where did you give the car to Threat at?
At the studio.
What studio?
I pulled up and gave it to him and pulled right off.
What studio?
It was by Northside Drive, Marietta. It was one of them streets.
Was there anyone else at the studio when you gave the car?
I didn't go in the studio. I pulled up. I was pulling up, and I seen Threat. I gave Threat the car, jumped out of the car, it got in my called my brother to come and get me.
And was this the date Donovan Thomas died? Was this a few days before? In relation to when Donovan Thomas died, when did you get Threat this vehicle?
I gave Threat that car. I read the car, gave it to Threat.
So when you wrecked the car, why would you give Threat a wrecked vehicle?
So I could. What you mean? It wasn't damaged bad. I don't know. I hit something on it, and then the thing on the cover, it was tripping. So when I pulled up, I wasn't giving it to Threat, but I just seen him standing outside. And I was like, he like, what you about to do? I'm like, just get the key real quick. I'll be right back. Gave Threat the car, and I dipped. I don't know if it was late. So when I woke up the next day, I came outside, and this when I heard what happened.